everyone. Hi. How are we doing? Are we doing good? Because I'll let you know that I'm, not that you asked, but doing all right for the circumstances being that I did just get laid off from my job. I'm extremely optimistic about this whole situation. I'm not at all sad to be leaving the company, but I will be sad to not be getting my paycheck every week on Wednesdays. So it'll be okay. I'll find another job. But I just thought it'd be fun to come on and do just like a little impromptu video. Maybe like kind of podcasty type vibe. Just like minimal editing or none at all, because that's truly what stops me from uploading like multiple times a week. It takes so long to edit and upload a video. If you've never done that before, let me tell you, hours of your time out the window. I had a pretty fantastic weekend, if I do have to say so myself. I'm back in Maine after a month of traveling, being home and traveling and having a little vacation here and there, seeing a lot of family and friends. Back in Oklahoma, it's cold AF in Maine, and I do have my best friend, my space heater, on and right next to me. I do love that thing. I was just in Arkansas all weekend, like I said. One of my best friends from college just got married, and it was a grand time. The gang was back together. I hadn't seen a lot of those people, a lot of my friends, those people, for a while. We haven't got to like all be together in a really long time and just like have fun, just have a good old time. It was a beautiful wedding. Ceremony was outside, the birds were chirping, there were cows mooing in the background. We had a grand old time. Wedding did start at 5 o'clock, so we were all drunk by 9 o'clock and back and in bed by probably 1 a.m., which was great for waking up to catch a flight the next day. I will say that. We did all get back in, like probably 10 of us hung out in our hotel room where we continued to drink more, which we shouldn't have done. And at one point in time, I was wearing my dress and also my pajama pants at the same time. I wish I had a photo of that. I wonder if anyone has a photo of that. It's great. Lots of laughs, lots of the socialization that I needed, because being like across the country from all your best friends literally sucks. Don't do it. Don't move across the country. No. I do love being in Maine, but I sure do love being with my friends a little bit more, I flew home yesterday, didn't get back till about 11:30, and it takes literally hours to get your checked baggage in Maine. Went to sleep probably 1 o'clock last night as well, and slept in today, tried to at least, and did wake up at 11:30 to a maintenance man with my door open saying, "Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance." I woke up to that. And, I was laying in bed, butt-ass naked, just like, what do I do? I was sitting there just like, I was like, "Hello?" And they're like, "Maintenance." And I was like, I'm in bed. And he said, "Okay, I'll come back later." It's later. He hasn't come. I did get an email saying that the work order has been completed. Quite sure what he was here for, because they fixed our dishwasher rack a couple weeks ago. I don't know if they were coming to pick up something else or the heating function doesn't work great, I will say. But yeah, so that was a little excitement for my Monday morning. They could come at any second. I hope they do, because I really want to know what they were coming for. Maybe they're just going to break into my apartment. That too. Yeah, so let's see, what else? I wanted to talk about how, as you might know, I'm filming this on my iPad right now because I think we should keep YouTube casual. It just, not all of this over editing and all of this like super big production, the science to like keeping the attention of the audience, like having to change the scene every 7 seconds or adding music here and there. Sometimes I think it's fun just sit down on my iPad and just talk with my fun little microphone that I truly think is like the best thing that I have bought for my YouTube channel, honestly. It's just kind of fun. We could also talk about how I also have this giant shoe rack that could collapse at any second because there's entirely too many shoes on it. I think it was built for 60 shoes, and there's probably 100 on there. I don't know. That's just a guesstimation, though. Talking about iPads, though, I think I should tell you how I am the original iPad kid. I had my own iPad at the ripe age of, I want to say 17. No, maybe 16. I got a mini iPad for Christmas one year because my parents were so against getting me and my brother an iPhone. They had iPhones at the time. They had those 3GSs, the cutest little rounded iPhones. They're so small, They're just so small now looking back. But there was no way in hell that me and my brother were going to have iPhones, and let alone have data on our phones. That's just asking way too much. We have Wi-Fi at home for a reason, I got a phone when I turned 14 in the 8th grade. I don't know if that adds up, but I know it was like the 8th grade, and I got a phone, and I was so excited because I could finally text boys. I was like, oh, maybe boys will want to date me now that they can communicate with me on my cool phone. I had a HTC, I think that's what they were called, touchscreen iPhone, while everyone else had a touchscreen phone, while everyone else had an iPhone. And it was awesome. It truly was. I loved it. I could get by at that time with no internet on my phone. Finally, after years of begging my parents for an iPhone, I got one my senior year of high school, whenever I was just about to turn 18. My brother, who's 2 years older than me, literally went to college without an iPhone. Yeah, moment of silence for him, because that had to have been hard. It had to have been hard in the day and age of social media and Snapchat and Maps, Apple Maps. You need an iPhone. You do. Just to get along in this world. So I got one when I turned, I was about to turn 18. And it was the greatest moment of my life because finally, and I had the newest iPhone too. It was like, hey guys, look what I've got. And you've got those iPhone 4s, whatever they were. I had an iPhone 6. That was my first iPhone. And I've only had one other iPhone since. So make that make sense. Back in 2016 is now 2023. And I have an iPhone 8 Plus. Yeah, an 8 Plus. It works all right. I've had it for almost 3 years now. I mean, I take care of the stuff that I've got, guys, because I'm not rich. I mean, I'm not just throwing my money around for a new iPhone every year. I did buy an iPad this year. That is what like I said, I'm recording on. This was under $400. I think this is the iPhone 9 or 10 generation. iPad, not iPhone. And I've really been enjoying it. It's been awesome. I forgot how much I loved having an iPad because it's just like a giant screen, just even bigger screen to look at and to play with every day. Yeah, I guess you could call me the original iPad teen, really. I was carrying that thing around at school every day, logging on to the VPN so that way I could Snapchat and get on Twitter and talk to everyone, being like, hey guys, I'm cool too. Until one day it slid off my binder and fell onto the ground and shattered my mini iPad screen. And once you shatter an iPad screen, they're never the same. No matter how hard you try, there's ghost touch, they're never the same. It was a tough day for me. It was. So that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a wonderful week. It's Monday, so only uphill from here, am I right? Watching, and maybe I'll make this a weekly thing. I just love these little impromptu things, except there probably won't be one next weekend because I am going on vacation. Alright, see y'all later. Bye!